everyone, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Eve Flower and I'm one of the international managers for Europe from Anglia Ruskin University. You may now know us as ARU. So I'm here today to talk to you all about our university, the opportunities we offer, the situation at the moment, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have as well. So I'll just get started. I do want to say as well that this is the time of year where we'd usually be in Turkey meeting your family. So I am sorry that we can't be there at the moment. We'll try and be as available as we can online, and you're welcome to ask any questions or get in touch with me after the presentation as well. So you've been thinking about studying abroad. So your international journey could very well be with ARU. So studying abroad is a life-changing experience. You'll be able to broaden your horizons and meet new people all over the world. And a key thing we want to do is develop your skills, which can improve your future employability. So why not start here with ARU and continue anywhere? So you've been thinking maybe about different countries, not just the UK. So I just want to home in on a few reasons why UK graduates are some of the most desirable in the world.
Eve, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but we don't see the presentation. Is it open?
Yes, it is open.
I only see the screen, your screen. Can you open it once again?
Yes, sure. Let me 1 second. Let me start from the beginning. Can you see that now?
No. Okay, let me just close it for you, and then you reopen the screen share.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, you can reopen it.
There you go. You able to see it now?
You need to click the Actions button.
Actions. There we go. I think it might be able to work now.
Yes, now it works.
Perfect. Oh, thank you. It's actually working better than before. Okay, brilliant. So welcome back, everyone. I'm very sorry about those technical issues. So as I was saying, UK graduates are some of the most desirable in the world. Now, Anglia Ruskin are proud to feature for the past 4 years in the top 50 of the top 350 universities in the world in the Times Higher ranking, which is really great. The UK in general has a very high internationally renowned quality of education. And is globally recognised. Now, 76% of the UK research is viewed as internationally excellent or world leading, which is fantastic, and obviously a high number of Nobel laureates and other internationally famous people have studied in the UK. So we're here today to focus on why ARU. Now, some of you may have heard of us, you may indeed have applications with us. Some of you might not have heard of us before, so I just want to give you a bit of an introduction to Anglia Ruskin so you can understand more about us. So like I mentioned before, for the past 4 years, we've been in the top 50 of the top 350 universities in the world in the Times Higher ranking. So we are innovative and we have a proud history. So the university's beginnings were actually back in 1858 when the artist John Ruskin opened the Cambridge School of Art. Now, the Cambridge School of Art is still at the heart of our Cambridge campus today. We run many art courses there, and the campus has built up around it. We are very proud, very, very proud of being an inclusive and multicultural university. We are cross-campus. We have 2 core campuses that I'll explain to you about. Recently, a Firetail consultancy did a look into the top 20 global rising stars who are going to challenge the global elite by 2030. And we're very proud to say that we were one of the few UK universities which featured on that alongside institutions in the US and Australia and Asia. Over the past 5 years, we've invested a huge amount into our campuses, over 115 million. This includes our 7-storey science centre in the centre of Cambridge and our brand new medical school on our Chelmsford campus. We also featured in the Times rankings for teaching excellent in the top 250 universities in Europe for teaching. We are also the largest university in the east of England, so we have about 22,000 students based at our Cambridge and Chelmsford campuses. Around 2,000 of those are international students as well from many countries around the world. So the location, some of you may be very familiar with the UK and visited lots of times. Some of you studying abroad may be your first chance to visit the UK. As usual, we will probably centre around London, as that's where most people know. So like I said, we have two campuses. We have Cambridge and we have Chelmsford, both cities within easy reach of London. Chelmsford is located to the northeast in the county of Essex. It's about 35 minutes on the train to London Liverpool Street. It's a really easy journey. I work in Chelmsford, and sometimes in the evenings after work I would visit London for a few hours and be able to return home, or you can easily make day trips, stay the weekend, anything like that. Cambridge is just under an hour. Again, it's one that I've easily done in a day when working from the Cambridge campus. And there you come into King's Cross, which is very central as well. We're also in very easy reach of the main London airports. London Stansted Airport, which does offer flights to Istanbul, offering onward connections. It's an easy half an hour by train or bus to our Cambridge campus, and by bus to our Chelmsford campus as well. You can also reach easily by train or bus from London Heathrow and London Gatwick as well. In fact, we do also offer an airport pickup, which I'll speak to you about as well. So if you do want to have a city experience, but you don't want to be based in London, perhaps for some of the costs as well, we're a really good option because you're really close, so you can still access it for leisure and employment opportunities as well. So I'm going to start with Cambridge, as I imagine that's a city that most of you have heard about. So as you are all aware, Cambridge is one of the most famous academic cities in the world, and it's been a centre of learning since the 13th century. We do share the city with that other famous university, the University of Cambridge, but that makes it really fantastic as it's a huge student city. There's about 35,000 students, and both the campuses are in the city centre as well. So it's a city really geared towards students, and there's lots of history, lots of culture, there's galleries, and museums. There's lots of events that go on, live music and art. So there's lots going on to see and do around the city as well. It's very multicultural, so it's very easy to find restaurants that cater to different cuisines. You might be able to find some tastes from home on campus as well, which is really nice. I also want to say that it's a very safe city. So for families who are of course concerned of sending their children abroad to study, Cambridge is really friendly. It's really safe to get around. It's voted in the top 10 of safe cities in the UK. And bearing in mind what we have going on at the moment as well, the situation around the world, I do want to flag that Cambridge is a very accessible city. It's very easy to move around by foot or by bicycle. Bicycles are very popular in the city. So if you have concerns about using public transport at this time, it's a very clean, green city to get around, and lots of open spaces as well, which is really good at keeping healthy at the moment. So we're really proud about that. Our Cambridge campus, as I mentioned, is based right near the heart of the city centre. It's just a short 10-minute walk to many of the shops and restaurants. Now, we have a huge range of facilities on our campus. As I mentioned before, we have the Ruskin Gallery, which you can see in the middle picture on the right there. That is the heart of our campus and where the campus was built from. So even in just our art school, we have a gallery where our students display their work. We have a TV studio, we have printing studios, so lots just going on there. And as I mentioned, we have our brand new science centre that features a super lab where up to 120 students can study at once, and we can be teaching 4 different lessons at one time. Each student has their own station where you will have your own microscope and equipment, and the lectures are beamed to a small TV right next to your station as well, so you can really see what your lecturers are teaching and you can do the practical at the same time. We have scenes of crime for forensic science as well, and we have new psychology labs as well. Psychology is a really popular subject with students coming from Turkey, so we've got nice new facilities, which I can always send you more information about as well. We have a lot of students that like to study law as well. We have a mock law court on both of our campuses, so students actually have the opportunity to act out role plays as if they were in a court. and this is a really good way of getting some real world experience as well. We also offer a legal service to members of the local community as well. So students and staff, when you're practicing your studies, you'll be able to offer pro bono advice to the local community as well. So that's obviously a really good way of getting more experience as well. We also have a theatre that seats up to 200 people, used by our performing arts students. And we also have a wide range of sports facilities as well. So we've got lots and lots of facilities to support your studies, as well as the academic facilities. On both campuses, we do offer full student support facilities as well. So both campuses have access to a gym. There's actually a leisure centre right next door to our Cambridge campus, which offers a very economical gym membership, and there's a swimming pool as well. Both campuses have a medical centre, and they also have an employment bureau as well, which I will explain a bit more about. There's plenty of social areas, green spaces, and cafes which offer food in the daytime as well. So lots going on around campus, and there's lots of events going on. Chelmsford. Now, some of you may not have heard of Chelmsford. It's a relatively new city. In fact, it gained city status in 2012, which was our Olympic and Diamond Jubilee year here in the UK. It actually dates back to a Roman settlement in Britain, but is now built to be a growing, thriving young city as well. Again, it is very safe, it's very green, and it's very modern. The picture that you can see here is one of the new shopping areas that's built as well, and it's got a leisure and entertainment complex with a cinema and so on as well. There's lots of restaurants, there's lots to do, and like I said, it's very close to London as well, but more affordable. So it's a really great place to be. So on our Chelmsford campus, it's based alongside the river, which is really lovely to take walks on. And like I said, lots of green space. You can see the buildings are quite modern here. Again, just like Cambridge, it's a 10-minute easy walk to the city centre here. It's also a 10-minute walk to the railway station. And that's a walk that I do myself most days as well when we've been based in the office. So we do have our new medical school here in the Chelmsford campus. At the moment, it's not taking international students, but this is something that we hope in the future, so one to bear in mind. We're just in our second year of our intake here. We've got, like I said, we've got the river, and there's lots of facilities close by. Again, we do have a medical centre, we have a gym, employment bureau, and it's where our finance team are based as well. You'll find our international staff across both of our campuses as well, so we're always available for you to talk to. So in our Chelmsford campus, we have things such as our engineering building. We have a lot of our health courses there, so we have lots of students studying nursing, midwifery and paramedic science. We have mock hospital wards as well, and we also have quite a large amount of our business students there as well. In fact, we have a really good facility called our Bloomberg Lab for students studying finance. This is a mock Bloomberg suite which has 16 terminals where you can actually use live Bloomberg data to manage a virtual portfolio. So over the years you could build up a portfolio, but obviously you're not using real money, this is just hypothetical, and when you graduate you can use that portfolio as part of your application, maybe when you're applying for jobs. So that's a really great thing to do. We've had students who have built a society as well where they do this in extracurricular time, so that's really good. So like I said, Chelmsford one you may not have heard of, but a really lovely campus to be part of. Everything again is close together, so you can walk around, again not reliant on public transport, which at this time is a very good time to be in somewhere safe and green as well. Now, our university, the academics are based across 4 faculties. So I'll talk you through the faculties and go through some of the areas that we offer. But if you have specific questions about courses, you're welcome to ask me. We've also got lots of information on our website as well, which I will give you the link to at the end. So one of our longest running faculties is our Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences. So this covers firstly the programmes, like I said, in our art school. So we do offer graphic design, illustration, we offer performing arts as well. We have our Cambridge School of Art and our Cambridge School of Creative Industries. We also offer film and TV production. We've welcomed students from Turkey on these courses for many years as well. A slightly newer area which we are growing is our computer games art as well. That's really great as you can choose to study either the art side or the technological and coding side. Students study these streams separately for the first couple of years and then come together in your final year to help you build a game. A computer game would take about 5 years to build, so you can't always do this completely during your studies, but you'll work towards that as well. We offer English courses, we have language and literature, we have creative writing and drama and publishing as well. So lots of different things going on there, as well as more traditional subjects such as history and politics and international relations. Now, not all of these courses are available at both undergraduate or postgraduate, but you can ask me if you have any questions. We've recently been able to bring in placements and work experience in our undergraduate courses, which will help give you a real edge in your employability. We have tons of creative industry engagement. Like I mentioned before, Cambridge is a really big cultural hub. There's a huge amount of industry based there. Almost 20% of the UK gaming industry is based there. There's lots of publishing houses such as Cambridge University Press. So you'll be able to probably find really great work experience. Like I said, easy links to London as well. And I have gone through our industry standard facilities that we're able to offer to support your studies as well. So lots of courses that you may be interested in. On to our next faculty is our Faculty of Business and Law. So this is our business school. It is based across both of our campuses. So some of our courses, more based in management, are based in Cambridge, whereas our accounting and finance courses are based in our Chelmsford campus. So you don't tend to, unfortunately, have an option of which campus you are. It is led on by the course you study, but like I said, both campuses have really good facilities based towards your studies as well. One exception is that we do offer law on either campus as well. So you do have a choice if you are studying undergraduate law. Now, most of our business programs are now offering a 1-year work placement, which you would take between your second year and your final year. We offer lots of help in finding your placements as well. And we've also got lots of information on students who have previously undertaken a placement. We also offer some work placements in our master's studies as well. This is proving to be really great for students that want to get some work experience. We've been running these for a couple of years now, and again, you'll receive lots of help in finding a placement. We do also offer a popular 2-year MBA, where your first year would be studying on campus with us and your second year is working in a UK company, and instead of writing a dissertation you would do a project based around the practical work you've been doing in the company as well. We do offer lots of support and a timeline to show you how we would support you in finding a placement, and if the case was that you weren't unfortunately able to secure a placement, you can easily still transfer on to do a dissertation and successfully complete your MBA. Like I said, we offer a law clinic where we do offer members of the public assistance with law, and this is a really good way to build your experience as well. And I've also spoke about our Bloomberg lab. Another thing which I will talk about a bit later is our student business startup and our big pitch competition. And these are to help you build your entrepreneurial skills as well. Now, moving on to our third faculty. It's probably one of the biggest in the university due to the amount of students that we have working in the health sciences, but this is our health, education, medicine and social care faculty. And like I mentioned before, we've recently opened our School of Medicine. We have lots of students working in placements among the NHS as well, working in clinical placements, and we have mock hospital rooms and theatres, which is really great as well. We also have an educational department as well, where students can study education management, and we do also have a lot of resources for this, such as an early year setting. Now, we have despite the restrictions in studying nursing in the UK at the moment, we do have students from Turkey studying quite a lot of our master's courses. We offer public health, which is obviously very apt at the moment considering the global situation. We have students studying our education courses. One course I wish to highlight is our special educational needs and disability masters, which has been very popular with students from Turkey. And we are also able to offer advanced midwifery as well, which again has been popular with students from Turkey. So lots of courses there that may be of interest to you. And these are primarily based in our Chelmsford campus. And our fourth and final faculty is our science and engineering. This has a very broad range of schools and is based across both our campuses. So as I mentioned, we offer engineering, so mechanical and automotive engineering and civil engineering as well. We also have electronic engineering based in our Cambridge campus, moving over to Chelmsford. We offer a wide range of computer science courses, and especially as this discipline evolves, we're able to offer courses such as software engineering and cybersecurity as well, both for undergraduate and postgraduate. We have a wide range of life sciences course. So this is things such as applied conservation and biomedical science. Again, these are very popular courses, and bearing in mind some of the issues in the world at the moment, something like biomedical science is a really interesting topic which can take you anywhere. A very popular course is psychology. We have several masters. We have clinical child psychology and foundations of clinical psychology, which have been popular with students from Turkey for years. These may be a basis for students to go into practice, or you may want to study that before going into a research degree. Now, we also do have a new psychology masters, and this is a conversion course. So students that don't come from a psychology academic background, but do want to move into the field of psychology, can apply to study our psychology masters. It's accredited by the British Psychological Society, and then that will allow you to go on to further study and work in the psychology field as well. Many of our courses have the professional accreditations they need for you to continue your career as well. And as I mentioned before, we have our brand new science centre, so lots of brand new cutting edge technology as well. Again, we are introducing the placement option in a lot of our courses, especially at undergraduate level, so you'll be able to take a year in industry if you choose as well. So as I mentioned before, employability is a really big theme of our courses. We don't just want to teach you academically, we want to prepare you with the skills to join a company and be ready to propel yourself to management level courses as well. We've got a lot of internships and placements, some of these paid during our courses as well. And you can see a wide range of companies that students have worked for. We are continuing to add information on this to our website as well. A big focus for us as well is entrepreneurship. We have a hub in Chelmsford dedicated to this. We have our startup lab where if you're interested in starting your own business, you can use that as a base, and it has resources for you to base your business there. We have a big pitch competition every year. I don't know if you've heard of something we have here in the UK, and I believe they have it in the US as well, which is Dragon's Den, where startup companies are able to pitch an idea to a panel and they would choose whether to invest in the company. So we have our own one called the Big Pitch, where you would pitch your company and the winner actually gets £10,000 to go towards launching their company. And we've actually had students successfully, international students have successfully won this competition in previous years as well, and gone on to launch their business, I believe, here in the UK as well. So that's a really fantastic opportunity. Entrepreneurship features a lot in our courses, in our business courses, and we do try to incorporate a lot of real-world project work into our courses. So you'll be working in small groups, you'd be presenting, you might be doing things that would reflect how you would work in a large company in the real world as well. So it really gives you the skills such as presenting, teamwork, to really succeed in your career. We do also have an employment bureau. So this is available to you. You can register online before you actually arrive in the UK. They will be able to help you to search for work both on and off campus. So we do have student ambassadors working with us throughout the university, but they also advertise lots of jobs outside of the university as well. You can use them to help secure a placement. And even after you graduate, they'll still be there to provide lots of information on graduate opportunities as well. Now, at the moment, you may be aware with the Tier 4 regulations, you are allowed to work for up to 20 hours a week during term time, and you can work more during the holidays. We do actually recommend that you wouldn't want to work more than 20 hours anyway, because you do need to primarily focus on your studies. But students have been able to find a good balance for, up to this point as well. Some students prefer to just find more of a relaxed casual work, perhaps in the leisure industry, that helps supplement their income. And some students want to find a job which will help relate to their course and strengthen their CV for the future as well. So lots of opportunities around employability there as well. As I mentioned at the very beginning, when I was talking about your international experience, we are a very inclusive and supportive university. We are very proud of our students. We very much welcome students from all over the world, from different backgrounds, different faiths, and we really like to highlight the differences, the different nationalities that we have on campus, and the way that it can really emphasise both your experience and the experience of our students from here in the UK as well. We offer lots and lots of support. We have a counselling and wellbeing service. At the moment, even with our campuses not being open, this is available online to our students. We have international student advice services, and they'll be able to help you from the moment you arrive. We actually offer an airport pickup, which I will talk about as well. The student advice services can help you with matters such as visa matters as well. They can offer you confidential advice, and they'll be there to offer events throughout the year that you may be interested in. We have Study Skills Plus, and they'll be able to help you with anything from language skills to study skills, perhaps organising your study, to even helping you with understanding how the UK system works in terms of your grammar and referencing as well. You can book one-on-one sessions or group sessions with them. And as I mentioned, we've got chaplaincy and multi-faith spaces on our campuses as well. We have private prayer rooms as well, which you are welcome to use at any time if you would need to. Student experience is a huge thing as well, and we try to get that even before you arrive. Like I said, at the moment, this year may be slightly different, and I will talk about that, but we do offer welcome buddy schemes. We have international airport pickup and orientation. So we do a pickup service from Heathrow Airport on a given day in September and January. And we offer a full international orientation. We have Global Week, which is one of my favourite weeks, where students can set up a stand about their home country and share your culture, share food. It's a very vibrant week, lots of fun. Campus is really busy and buzzing. We've got some videos of it from previous years, which I'm happy to share with you. It's a really great fun week. And you'd be welcome to showcase Turkey if you wanted to in the next Global Week. There's tons of different societies and sports clubs as well. There's a students' union, which offers you lots of support. They have a students' union bar on both campuses. You can go to them for impartial advice as well if you were unfortunately having any issues. We do also offer study abroad opportunities in Europe and North America as well as part of many courses. So a very big important thing I understand is accommodation. This is where you'll be living in the UK, and it'll be your base as well. So we do have slightly different options on both campuses. So Chelmsford has its own student village. This is based right next to campus. You can literally get from your accommodation to your lectures in a matter of minutes. There's self-contained apartments, many en suite. You'll be sharing with between 3 and 5 people as well. The cost does vary depending on this. Cambridge has many, many options. We have 3 core on-campus accommodations. These are, again, right next to your lectures. It's a matter of minutes from your room to your lecture. There's also some off-campus options, which are only maybe a 10 or 15 minute walk or cycle away. There's many shared houses throughout the city as well. These are a fairly economical option. And there's also private halls as well. So these aren't ARU managed. These are managed by private companies, but we can help you apply and also help you with any issues that come up. So the private halls tend to be the most modern, but do bear in mind that this is reflected in the cost as well. So most of the rooms are single occupancy. Like I said, most are en suite as well. We do have 24-hour security in our ARU managed accommodation. And we do also have an app called Safe Zone, where you can have 24 24-hour security and first aid alerts. So you can use the app if you did need to access security or first aid whilst you're on campus or in the halls. You can send an alert via the app to receive assistance. So this is a really nice feature, perhaps for families that are sending their children abroad for the first time and want that extra security as well. The prices do reflect the city centre locations and the fact that we are near to London. You'll see prices from approximately £135 to £190 a week. You can apply for your accommodation online. You can apply now. You do need to have a conditional, firmly accepted offer before you can secure your room. A really nice feature you can do is you can secure the exact room you want. So you can go onto our accommodation portal, you can view the rooms available, you can also get a feel for the type of people you'd be sharing with. So you can say if you'd prefer to share with younger students or more mature students, perhaps people that are more outgoing, or if you want a more quiet, study-focused accommodation as well. For the ARU rooms, you don't need to pay a deposit. It's just a £300 advance rent, but then that will go towards your rent in subsequent instalments. So you pay in October, January and April. Like I said, that we do have some private accommodations. The deposit schemes might be different. So you would need to see for the individual accommodation you're applying for. Just a note as well with this September, if you do apply for accommodation this summer and are unable to travel at the end of August, beginning of September, we should be able to refund your deposit on an ARU managed room if needed. So fees and scholarships. Our fees are very competitive. You'll find in line with many other institutions. Undergraduates are approximately £13,500 per year. Postgraduates slightly more. We have the individual fees for each course on our website. We do offer lots of scholarship opportunities. So we have international merit scholarships up to £2,000. No need to apply for this. Your application will be automatically assessed for this and you'll be awarded this. If your results are still pending, then we'll assess this once you've received your final results. We do also have early payment discounts up to £1,000. So if you pay your full fees in advance, you can receive the early payment discount. I do also want to mention as well, given in mind everything that's happening at the moment, if you pay and are unable to come in September, we can refund your fees as well. Our MBA has generous scholarships of up to £4,000 as well. So that's a fantastic thing to look into. We have a special International Excellence Scholarship. This is open to all our undergraduate and postgraduate students when in your first year. So you have to apply before you join us. This is for the value of £4,000 discount on your first year of fees, so it can make a huge difference. So we're really looking for students that have something special to offer academically, or it may even be extracurricular as well. There's just a simple application form that you'd need to fill out explaining why you think you would be eligible for this scholarship and what you can offer the university as well. And we are also participating in the British Council Great Scholarship this year, and that is a £10,000 scholarship. I do have to very much flag that the closing date for this is tomorrow, I believe, but it's never too late. So if you wanted to apply tonight on our website, you are welcome to send in your application form. Even if you haven't completed your study just yet and you're pending results, please do apply and then we can sort the rest out later. So our entry requirements, generally we're looking for completion of your high school with a GPA of 2.5. We can also look at percentages as well, and a year of university. However, certain private high schools we may be able to consider directly, so please do get in touch. We like to feel that we're very inclusive with our entry requirements, so if you're unsure, please contact us. Please do apply and we'll see what we're able to offer you. Again, master's courses, we generally look for a GPA of about 2.5 or above, but again, we're very understanding and flexible to individual circumstances, particularly this year. We understand, but perhaps if you've struggled early on in your studies, but you've done better towards at the end, then we'll also be looking at this as well. So please do send in an application and we will look at your individual circumstances. We also understand that some universities do mark quite harshly. So you may have studied at an institution that has quite rigorous grading system. So again, we'll look at this on a case-by-case basis. We do require IELTS for most of our courses, and you'll need, or we do offer an ARU English test. We've got pre-sessional English courses available. They are being running online at the moment, running up to our September intake. Just want to flag, there's not necessarily a strict deadline to accept your offer, but we would need to know if you were coming to join us in campus on September, you'd need enough time to apply for your visa. And at the moment, in addition to IELTS, there's lots of other tests that we can accept as well. These are on our website, and I'm happy to send these to anyone that would need those as well. So we can accept these online tests for September, as we do understand that many IELTS centres aren't open at the moment, and we don't know when they will reopen. To make an application, you can apply directly through the course page on our website, through UCAS, or you can use a agent representative as well. We'll just need your transcript or certificates. If you haven't finished your studies yet, do not worry. Your English language certificate, but again, you can provide this after your application has been made if you need to. If you miss any documents, your application won't be penalised. We'll just simply ask for these before we can make a final decision. A personal statement, a reference letter, again, these can be provided afterwards. A scan of your passport, and if you have studied in the UK previously, it'd be really great if you can provide any details to not delay your application. Some of our arts courses, for example, may have portfolio requirements as well, but we again will help you with these. We do try to provide feedback where possible. We won't look to reject on a first instance. If we need more work from you, we would explain what we need and give you another opportunity as well. So like I said, we're trying to be really flexible and understanding of the situations going on. Just a little note, as I can't obviously avoid what is going on in the world at the moment. For September, we are planning to go ahead as planned. Our intake begins in mid-September. Now, we are looking to offer two options. So we're looking to offer face-to-face teaching on campus for students that wish to join us in the UK. Obviously, we'll need to carry on reviewing this as we get closer to September, and there will be elements of social distancing. It may be that you have smaller classes, some bigger lectures may still have to be done online. For students that aren't able to travel, there may be travel restrictions, or feel that they're not safe, feel that they're not sure if they'll feel safe travelling abroad yet, we are going to offer our first semester online as well. So you can study September to January online, and then hopefully join us in January on campus. So we do have those two options. So for our international students who may not be able to decide perhaps until August if they're able to travel or not, this is a really great option, and you might really appreciate the flexibility that we're able to offer. So yes, we hope to see you in September. Here are my contact details, but of course, if anyone has any more questions, you're more than welcome to get in touch. I will share my details in the chat box as well, so you can reference those as well. So I'm happy to take any questions that come up or talk about anything else for the next few minutes as well. So I will stop sharing my presentation now, if that's okay, and I will view the chat boxes. Hello there. Okay, so yes, we do have Pharmaceutical Sciences. So we have an MSc in Pharmaceutical Science. So this is based in our Chelmsford campus. And like I said, we've got great facilities there. So we do also have a super lab in our Chelmsford campus. It's slightly smaller than our Cambridge one, but it was only opened a couple of years ago. So we still have all the facilities, like I said, the individual areas where you work with your microscope, and your teacher can beam the teaching right next to your desk on a small screen as well. So this is really good, especially for master studies when you might want to focus on your own project. So we have an MSc Pharmaceutical Science. The fees for that, I believe, are about £14,000, but again, you're eligible for all of the scholarships. I did mean to mention as well that we do also accept students who are sponsored for their Masters or PhD by the Ministry of Education as well. So if you are eligible for a scholarship, you can apply to us. So if you have specific questions about that course, or perhaps you want to get in touch with a lecturer, please do send me an email. I'm just typing my email into the box there. The social life, yes, we have lots going on campus. Like I said, they're both city centre campuses, so you can easily reach restaurants and leisure facilities. I would say Cambridge, being a busy student city, perhaps might have slightly more to offer. There's lots going on around the city. Our Students' Union does indeed put on events throughout the year, especially during Welcome Week. Even, to be honest, during times such as Christmas, where the campuses may feel a bit empty, we do have events going on for our international students that may remain on campus as well. There's an International Student Society on both campuses as well, and you can join lots of events. We have sports available. A lot of the sports are based in Cambridge, but you might want to join a sports team as well. In regards to health services, what we've been doing for current students is we do still have some students who were unable to travel home or chose not to, who are quarantining on our campus. So we're offering, we've still got accommodation assistance on campus 24 hours to support them. For example, if a student has had to self-isolate and they're not able to leave their room, we've been ensuring that they've had food deliveries and that they are paired up with a buddy as well, so that they've got somebody to chat to and keep an eye on. Every Tuesday afternoon, we have an online social chat as well on Twitter, where just to make sure that we're looking after our students' mental health as well. As I said, we've still got mental health and counselling services available online as well. There is medical facilities on both campuses, and being large cities, there are hospital facilities nearby. Chelmsford has 2 hospitals. I believe Cambridge does as well. So we offer lots of health services, but we're really looking after our students that are remaining on campus as well. I believe that is the case for a lot of educational providers in the UK. We're really trying to look after students, and we'll continue to do that for new students that arrive. The Duolingo scores, bear with me one moment, they do have an IELTS equivalent listed on their website, so I can send that to you. I will just see if I can find the link for you as well. They have very kindly put equivalents. Now, I believe it's 95 that you'd need in the score for for most undergraduate courses that need an IELTS 6, and it is 105 for courses which need an IELTS of 6.5 for usually for master's courses. We do offer some online distance learning programs, but not as many as we do on campus. We have a small number of management and business courses mostly. Like I said, we will be offering the option of the first semester online in September, taking into account the issues with coronavirus. However, we would still intend that students would hopefully be able to join us for their second semester on campus in January. Looking at the best time to apply, we do always advise that the earlier the better, because that gives us lots of time to assess your application, and also for you to make any necessary arrangements regarding visas. We can also help you with English language tests if you do require one as well. We are going to be accepting applications for most courses up until the summer, so perhaps if you still wanted to take some time and apply later, or if you want to see what happens with the current situation. But I would advise that applying directly through us or through a representative should be free. You can make your application, and obviously there's no obligation. We do also allow deferral up to 1 year as well. So if you wanted to apply to see if you're accepted, and then obviously if the current situation means that you aren't able to join us, especially if you want to come to campus and there's a reason that you can't, then you will be able to defer that to the next intake as well. Many of our courses do offer a January intake as well. So perhaps if you're not ready to start your studies in September, but you don't want to wait a whole year, you can apply to many of our courses for January as well. Like I said, we do offer our own English test as well, which we can offer online. So you're welcome to get in touch with me if you'd want to take one of our English tests as well. I really hope I've been able to cover a lot of things today. I do apologise, there is a lot of talking, but thank you very much to those of you that have managed to dip in and listen as well. Any questions that come to you afterwards, please do get in contact with me or just visit the Anglia Ruskin website. We've got chat boxes that you can access at all times, and it will send a message to our office and we will try and get back to you as well. For those of you that aren't joining this year, hopefully we will be able to get out to Turkey later in the year as well and meet you at events, at fairs, and to hold English tests as well. So do keep checking our website for any events and visits going forward as well. Like I said, it's a huge shame that I can't be there with the IEF team in person meeting you all, but I really hope that we can going forward. Okay, I think if any last questions, anything like that, but otherwise, like I said, you're welcome to get in contact at any time.
Thank you so much, Eve. It's presentation. Let's wait a few more minutes if you want to see if there is more questions.
That's absolutely fine. Like I said, I do appreciate as well for students that at the moment it is a very uncertain time. We are trying to be as understanding and flexible as we can. There's many students both in the UK and around the world uncertain of how and when their studies can progress. So like I said, if you do want to make an application, if you want to see if you've been accepted, if you need to wait a few months to see if you want to study online or if you do want to join us on campus, that's okay. The situation around the world is evolving quite a lot. So we will try and keep you updated as we can, and if your plans change, we'll try and be as flexible as possible. Like I said, we're offering lots of support, especially around English language tests, now that the IELTS centres are mostly closed. So like I said, if you're not sure, please ask questions. It's a very uncertain time for a lot of people, but we'll try and support you the best we can, and we're supporting our students, both our current students and our prospective students as well.
Yeah, it seems like there's no more questions, but they can contact you in your personal email as you already chat box.
Yes, so, I welcome any questions.
Thank you so much, Eve. Thanks for participating.
That's okay. Thank you very much for hosting me today. It was great to take part. And if any of you are waiting for exams or applying to universities, all the best.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. And you too. Goodbye.
Bye.